Hey everyone, Soundwave884. Yes, I'm in the other part of my man cave, you can call it. It's the junkier part. This is actually where I do my reviews. It's right here. You can see, so I got some more Transformers right over here. That's where I got remnants of some Masterpiece stuff I have not gotten rid of. And I got some other things that are just, outdated, like Combiner Wars Combiners, which I don't really scale with anything now. The other Jetfire from, what was it, Thrilling 30. And I got my pile of boxes right here. Yes, it's a hoarder's paradise down here. You can see my other part of my room right in there. So what I'm going to do today, this is another episode of Blast from the Past. I haven't done one of these in probably over a year. I think the last one I did was a review of the reissue of Astro Train. So what I'm going to look at today is something I found on the floor as I was moving stuff around here. And I was like, man, this thing is a beefy monster. This is Ultra Class Universe Onslaught. And this thing is beefy. I mean, he's a big old boy. Pretty much this is what Leader Class is now in this terms of probably scale and size. We'll do some comparisons in the video review, but this bad boy is big, it's cool, and we're going to take a look at Onslaught. Alright, so here comes Onslaught rolling on in. He is a beefy big boy. Like I said, he is Ultra Class. This is from the Universe line. This sucker has big, humongous wheels, unlike what we got now with these little thin, skinny things. He's got weapons, gimmicks, electronics. I mean, he's got it all. He's got movable pieces here in the front. So this is back when Transformers had lights and sound. Yeah, they did that back in the 80s, 90s, and they've done it again in the 2000s. But, nowadays they don't. I can't get this side here to really tab in flush. It doesn't want to hook around right here very well. The other side does a good job. It's just this one side just wants to give me some fits. Overall, just looking at this bad boy, I mean, he's got this little sparkly plastic job going on right here. Nice gold paint. Monzo 12782. These pieces here, like I said, can move up and down. One's a little bit tighter, and then one's a little looser here. And then he's got pinned in wheels. Oh, he is a thing of beauty. Come to the back. He's got actual translucent plastic right here for tail lights. This is painted orange up here. More gold paint, silver paint. He is just beautiful. Now, this wheel here doesn't have a pin, but the other one does. A little weird. I don't know. It's not a big deal there. And there's more translucent plastic here. These can be raised up and down as well. So you got a little more of movable parts. Translucent plastic on the inside right there. We have a SWAT shield, which comes more in handy more in robot mode, and it is removable. It just slides over the light bar, and then there's a little slot here that this little tab right here hooks into. You have a piece here that can move around as well. We'll put that to the side for right now. And so you take a look at this with the light bar. This little shimmery sort of plastic right here. We have these pieces here for his cannons, and more translucent plastic, gold. And you hit this little button here, get some lights. I don't think the batteries are going. I thought it lasts longer, but these, look at that. He's just blasting away. Prime is dead. Yes, Onslaught here is an awesome figure indeed. I got this guy. I love the Combaticons. I love the Stunticons. I like a lot of the Decepticons, let's put it that way, but I've always had a little soft spot for Stunticons. Are always my favorite, but then the Combaticons have grown on me. I love Onslaught. This is a good updated form for Onslaught. It's just two-pad. This doesn't do any kind of combination. There's no other characters to combine with. This was just a one-off figure for the character, and I think it fits the character very well. So overall, it's pretty heavy. Rolls excellently, and you have some lights and sound, and this right here does also spin. You can't get a full 360. It catches right there, but you get to there and there on each side. Paint job, everything is rather nice on here, and you can see where some of the weathering here is kind of, the paint's going off on the side. So I believe this whole piece underneath is one translucent orange goldish piece, and it's just painted on top. I could be wrong, but we'll see that as we transform it. But it's got lots of movable bits. These things can move. These can move. There's just so much going on in a figure that back then cost you probably around 25 to 30 bucks. He's heavy, he's beefy, movable parts, lights and sound, and he was cheaper than this guy right here. Now, he came out around 2008, so just how far or how much we've changed from 2008 to now. So in 13 years or 12 years from when this guy came out, we went from this to this. This costs more than that. Alright, so let's take a look at transforming this guy. While he's big, heavy, transformations is kind of simple, especially for the time. That's when the live action movies came out, and transformations got very involved and complex because they wanted the robots to look a certain way and the vehicles to be realistic. But this guy here is fairly simple, so what we're going to do is we're going to untab this on the side, this side, untab this side as well. Back here, these open up. We're going to take this piece here, pull it out, fold this piece in, come down here to the legs. We're going to just pull these out like this. And come here to the leg. We're going to open this piece up. We're going to fold this piece in. We're going to fold this piece in. This is going to become his foot, so fold that part out. Take this piece, we're going to bring it back down. It's going to re-tab right there. There's a tab here. It's going to go right into the slot. Bring that down. So we get that one leg done. Just bring it down. Come on here. And then we want to spin it here at the thigh swivel. Same thing. Open that up. Going to fold this foot piece in. Fold the foot out. Fold. We'll hit the electronics. Fold this piece in. Close that back up. Like that. Bring his leg down. And tab here. Go right in there. Just close that up. And bring these down to be hit like his knee guards. So we already got the legs completed. Nice ratchet joints in this guy. You can hear them clicking all about. I'll raise the camera up. Back it out. Might just back it out. How about that? Come to his arms. We're just going to separate where they're tabbed in. And as you pull them out, they'll come up on this little thing. You can see this goes down as you would transform it. As you bring it up, they go up on the thing. Bring his arms down like this. Take this piece here. Want to fold it in. Bring it down over his head. This is now going to tab into his waist right here. His torso, abdomen, whatever you want to call it. Make sure you fix a piece there. There's his nice head sculpt. Oh, Onslaught, don't fall over the way. Now bring this over his arms. Hands are in here. Just bring them out. Your hands are hurting me. Come out. Alright, after a little bit of playing around with this guy, I got it come down finally. So they got that hand out. Then you take these shoulder pieces here. You just want to bring them up like this. And you got Onslaught transformed into his robot mode. Bring that down in the back. He's got his cannons in the back, gives him that G1 look. He's got this beefy security guard like he's a bouncer. Go get out my club because of us. He's got some gimmicks here. You hit this little black button here. This gun will spring loaded. It will pop down to his hand and he's ready to blast. So that is your Onslaught. Hit that button back here again. See what he does? His eyes light up red. Pretty cool. So got a little gimmick here with this. He's still got the lights for the eyes, the sounds. He is a big boy. He is beefy. He's got wrist articulation on both hands. There is no waist. He is pretty much a solid piece here. Head, there's no up and down, but you can 360 it all around. Shoulders, you got this piece here you can bring up. Elbows will bend to there. You got bicep swivels. You got upper thigh swivels. Knee bends. This back piece here you can slide up, so you get a little more movement. So it's down here, but you can slide it up there. So you get some knee bends. Nice hard ratchets. There's no ankle tilts on this guy though, so that's a sort of a disappointment. You can go out to the sides, full splits. So lots of articulation, not as much as what you get nowadays, but you get enough, and he is a huge figure with lots going on. Head sculpt is very nice. We'll zoom in a little bit on his head. He's got a nice menacing look, almost like he's got a little mask on the side. It is really cool. He's got a nice paint job going on there. You can see more here of this. It's got translucent plastic that's painted, but it's got a hard plastic piece down here that's actually attached to this. So the hinges are actually, instead of being on translucent, is on the actual white plastic, solid plastic down there. So not bad. He's a nice looking Onslaught. Like I said, only disappointment is that he's a one-off, the only Combaticon, and there's no combination gimmick going on right here. With this SWAT shield, you can now tab it into his arms right here on the side. You can see his little piece here. You can do like that, and it tabs it on. But to really hold it securely, you bring this part out like that. And that will now slide through here. And then helps if it stays out when you're doing it. Then you'll tab the other part in. And now he has his shield on his arm. So he could be like beating Optimus Prime to the side, while still firing and taking on other Autobots. So let's do some size comparisons real quick. Here he is next to Siege Optimus Prime. Voyager class. He's an Ultra class, which at the time was the step between Voyager and Leader. You had your Voyagers, you had your Ultras, and you had your Leader class. And here he is next to Leader class, Ultra Magnus from Kingdom. So they're pretty much the same size, but I don't have my weight scale with me, but heft-wise, and he feels heavier. I don't know for sure until I weigh him, but I mean, out of this pure beef and size, they are very equal. So this Ultra class from 2008 equals a Leader class from 2020/2021. And here he is next to a Leader class from about 6 years ago. I guess it was 2015 or so. Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus. And yes, Magnus is bigger, but I still feel like out of just pure heft, I think Onslaught still might win that out. But yeah, that's an Ultra class to a Leader class from back then, and slide in the new Leader class nowadays. So this is a blast from the past look at Universe Onslaught. I'm saying if you don't have this guy, I mean, don't go out of your way to find it. It's a nice figure to have. It won't really fit in your collection per se if you're going for certain looks like tune accuracy or just for scale wise or combination. But it is a good update to the G1 version of Onslaught in my opinion. Anyway, thanks for watching this blast from the past review. Until the next ones, peace out.